Alright, I'm doing this video partially for a friend of mine. She bought me this, amazing, brilliantly amazing hat. How amazing is this hat, guys? It's great. It's got, it's a good hat for where I'm headed. But I'll probably have it for years. It's solid, it's warm. You can probably wear it in pretty 0-degree temperatures, man. It's got little fuzzy fur, warm, man. I think it's fox fur, but it's awesome, man. So I'm wearing this to show her how it looks on me. And she just bought it because it's cold in Indiana and it's crazy, and I really love it. So there you guys go. Isn't that cool? I think it's great, man. Yeah, it looks good on me. It does. Okay, I'm indoors, so I'm taking it off. But it looks good, doesn't it? I think it does, man. It works, man. It works with me. It just does. So that's that. I thought I'd do a quick video just to say hi, and I will do another follow-up video on the Mandela effect explanation. I have a follow-up on that. I'll put some more pieces together in my understanding of our world and everything that's going on. And then I'm playing M83. I hope you guys can hear it, but it's one of my favorite, man. There's a song called Hurry Up, We're Dreaming, man. And we kind of are in a dream. But I wanted to show my work too, man. I'm an artist, and this is me. This is just my painting, man. It's what I do in my spare time. I did this one years ago, and I'm working on doing more like it. But it's just what I do, man. I just have done art my whole life, and I won't stop. And I draw and I paint, and I'm painting little miniatures because I'm going to play a game with my daughter when I see her. That's my art, man. I picked up this style from one of my my first or second wife. Me and her created this style, man. Obviously we're divorced, but I picked up this style through her, and it's an amazing style. I think it's brilliant. It's a brilliant style. I love how it does what it does. But so there's my hat. There's my style of art that I do, man. So a little spot there. But I'm gonna, and like I said, I'm gonna do a Mandela Nelson Mandela effect video follow-up, man, on the explanation. That's gonna come in a couple weeks, or maybe I'm gonna put some more stuff together in my heart and understanding and release it, because I think there's more to explain it and understand it, other than it being evil. But so that we who are aware or awake to what has happened to our consciousness and our world that way can navigate it and maybe turn it around in a different way, guys. Because it doesn't seem to stop, but I noticed something that's happening. Now, I just saw this today. Stay gold and stay golden, okay? I watched Moneybag 73. Who was Moneybag 76? I know he was for a fact, and he changed overnight. I don't know how it happened. Quantum entanglement, multiverse, different realities colliding. Who knows, man? But here's what I know. Here's what I know about all that. He did a video on one of my favorite movies, The Outsiders, and it was Stay Golden or Stay Gold. Okay, I guess Stay Golden in some people's universe and Stay Gold in others. I know it as Stay Gold. It was one of my favorite movies. I liked how the movie ended because it began the way it ended. I liked S.E. Hinton. I read a ton of her books, man, because she wrote these 70s books and wrote about the 60s greasers and the wars they had, and just kids who had an abandoned childhood and their clans that they formed. But that movie was crazy, right? And I formed a false identity out of it because I grew up as a semi-wealthy kid, man, in a neighborhood in Carmel, Indiana, which is like wealthy, man. I was not wealthy. We were not wealthy. My parents just worked really hard to pay to live there, and we had a house, and our cars were paid off. But it was a wealthier part of town in Indy, man. So it wasn't, but my grandfather was really wealthy. I was adopted and whatnot. But did Stay Golden, now check this out, guys, this is wild. So Stay Golden was showing up on YouTube and all this stuff, and now there's a bunch of Stay Gold videos. Both, man. And I saw this today, a guy I know on Facebook put a Stay Gold, and that's the quote. So even on the computer, the quantum entanglement, this is screwed up. Because it's switching. Some say Stay Golden, some say Stay Gold. And he put a meme up that said Stay Gold, and then some of the lines in the movie still stay Gold. So there's a mixture of both worlds colliding at the same time, man. So some people are living in one, and some people are living in another, and I feel that our universe of light and mercy and grace is winning out. So we're winning out. We are. We're winning out. We're doing it, man. We're winning. So cheers to that. Coffee and cheers, you know? And we're winning out. But that's, you know, we are. We're going to win this, man. We're going to overcome it. It will happen. It's going to take some time. This is why I show my art. But what I really wanted to talk about right now, and what came to my heart, I'm reading this book called Man's Search for Meaning, and it's by this guy named Victor. He was a Jewish guy, man, and he was a doctor. And he was in the Holocaust, and he records his time, man. And one of the things is like, we live in a pretty crazy world, man. We're like the truthers and the aware. Like, I had an amazing conversation with a guy who was from the world I remember. And this happens sometimes. It's crazy. Like, we have two worlds colliding. You can tell. I get on the bus and I can tell the difference, man. But I got on a bus with a guy from the world I remember. And then I get on other buses and it ain't the world I remember, man. People are all sitting there. You don't want to speak. And the bus driver's like this. That's what you feel off these guys. But it, you know, so this guy was a Holocaust survivor, and one of the things that he writes, man, is that he had to basically numb himself out. So he'd see death, he'd see terrible things every single day. And he numbed himself out, man. Now, we don't need to do that because we overcame all things in Christ who strengthens us. That's the Spirit of Christ. That's, okay. So overcoming this world is the Spirit of Christ. That's how we do it, guys. That's the love, that's the care, that's the goodness, that's the mercy. That's all the care that's in us still. That's the love that keeps pulling us through. That is, we're ascending and transcending this world and this paradigm, not to remain in it, to be free from it forever. There's the only way out is we start over. That's it. Like, they do their thing with their AI and it collapses or whatever the AI is going to do, and then we use it. I don't know if we can use the AI for the advantage. I don't know, guys. Maybe we can. Some girl mentioned maybe we can use this technology for the betterment, but the foundations, that's what I'll talk about too. And the Victor Heschel stuff, Man's Meaning. I'm going to talk about that a little, but I'm reading that book. But, like, so, this is paradigm shifts, man, in my consciousness. The technology thing. I was talking to this girl and she said, maybe we can turn this technology around. we can turn it around possibly, guys. Now, I don't know if we can use their technology for the betterment of humanity. I don't know. I found out, and I forget how I found out, but I talked to a guy whose father was who's the founder of the internet, and he worked on it in the military. And I meet these people, man. I mean, I find out about this stuff. The foundation of the internet was based on evil, guys. There's no way around it. Like, the whole foundation was created as an evil system to enslave humanity's consciousness, hence the Matrix. Hence the computer technology being built. So this technology in and of itself, I don't know, is evil. But what it's being used in and what it's even base of all of it, in the centrality of it, has been used for evil. The base of it was evil. So this woman I met said, hey, maybe we can turn this technology around. Maybe we can. I don't know. I mean, we are, in the sense that we're doing these videos and we're able to connect and we're able to talk about all this stuff and have dialogue and conversation and do what we're doing. So, you know, the thing about that is, the thing about that is, guys, is that drinking coffee this is coffee, and I love coffee. I'm a coffee addict. I will say I have a love relationship with my coffee. I'm addicted to it, but you know, the lines blur, and I don't use the term love loosely. I do have a love for coffee. It is not a hate-love relationship, and it's not a false love. I like it so much that I have a love for it. It's not like, you know, a yearning, but I like my coffee. So, anyway, guys, so this paradigm we live in, and caring and being kind, there's a theme that came through too. Kindness and the Mandela effect. I would say part of our warfare is kindness, guys. So, like, my mom and I were talking about this, but I saw a theme just play out today on the internet and like videos, and we were driving and I saw "Be Kind," okay? And my mom and I were talking about it, and it's just the simplicity of a kind act, and even celebrities do it, and it's cool. Like Dave Chappelle, like, these guys got scammed on tickets. He showed up, he gave tickets, and this guy got to go to a show for, you know, free because of kindness. That's humanity, man. I don't think everybody in that system are lost, or they may get out of it, man. But us truthers and are aware, or are awake, or are the people that are aware that we've been in a paradigm and a reality that is satanic, and that it's Satan's world, and it's his world, and it's not God's, and we know that God is God. So we know that God is God, okay? And knowing that God is God is that we are made in the image and likeness of God, okay? So, image and likeness cannot be removed from who you guys are, ever. You are image and likeness bearers of the living one. That's what we are, guys. We're not just truthers. We're not just truthers. We've just lived in a paradigm of reality that we're aware, we're awake, and we know that there's two sides to this thing. That's it. I heard one guy say, there's no sides. Come on. There's people on one side or the other. There's no fence. There's no riding the fence anymore. There's two sides. There has been for centuries. There's evil and good. You on the good side, you on the evil side.
You on darkness' side, you on light side. Just cut it out. Cut out the no sides thing, and there's sides. Within those sides, there's multiple facets of reality. But the fence does not exist. You're either on one side or the other. You're either with the truthers and the aware and the awake and the love and the light and the mercy and the grace and the peace and the wholeness and the healing. You're either on God's side or you're either on the darkness' side. There's no in between, guys. So with this awareness of what's happening in our world is that it's the recovery of our image and likeness within ourselves, guys. That's what they're trying to make us forget, but we can't forget, and that's why we're the image bearers. That's what we are. We're image bearers, man. We're humanity. That's what is getting strong in us. We're humans, and we're truthers, and we're seekers, and we're understanders of an understanding that's beyond transcendent. We have the understanding of God and wisdom of God in us. Knowing God. We're knowers. We're beings of humanity. We are true humanitarians. We are lovers and friends and beloved children. That's what we are, guys. And a lot of us have been abused. I've been terribly abused throughout my life. And I don't mean sexually. That didn't happen. People tried. I've been traumatized. I've been physically, I've been emotionally abused and psychologically messed with through drugs. And I did drugs when I was young. I did a lot of drugs, man. I hated myself. I hated myself terribly. I went and I was abused for 2 years. I covered a little bit in the name of God, and then I got baptized in the beast system. So I've been in the beast stream for a very long time, and I'm coming out of it, man. But I've been in the satanic beast system dream for almost 20 years. And I've awakened to it, but the dream residue is still there. So waking up from the dream within the dream within the dream, because we're in a dream within a dream within a dream. There's your dream consciousness. There's their dream consciousness. There's true dream consciousness. And then there's God's dream consciousness. So we've got like 4 layers to this thing. There's your personal interpretation of dreaming. There's their programmed dreaming and dream consciousness and programming, like movies like Dark City. That's their programming. That's their world. Then there's true dream consciousness, lucid dreaming and walking in dreams in the true dream consciousness. And then there's God's dream and his dream realm entering in and speaking to you specifically. That's why people have encounters with Jesus in their dreams. And they speak to him, he speaks to them. That's going into heavenly consciousness. I didn't know I'd talk about all this. I just talk about this stuff, man. But this is Spiritual Warfare 101. It's just recognizing that we're in dreams, guys. And we all dream. Whether it's, and if people don't like talking about dreams, that's okay. I don't talk about my dreams anymore. I've dreamt since I got here. It's annoying for me. I dream all the time. I get tired of it. But that's okay. It's okay that I dream. It's all right, man. I lucidly dream. I have crazy dreams. I have good dreams. I have bad dreams. I have everything in between. And sometimes I don't. And I don't sometimes I don't dream. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut this short because I can keep talking, man. It's been a really good day. Just keep your head up. Don't quit. Don't quit on yourselves. And you guys are the revelation of God's love dream in this world. And we're going to bring this thing back, man, because Earth is ours. We are the ones to get Earth restored. And that's what's awesome. So, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out. And like, subscribe, share.